Ladies and gentlemen, every day you wake up, you're faced with a decision to take action or to delay, to move forward or to stand still, to begin the journey that will change your life or to wait for a better time that may never come. Procrastination has become the silent killer of dreams, and the biggest mistake most people make is believing they have more time. You don't. Life is not a rehearsal. This is it. This is your moment. This is your shot. The clock is ticking, and every second you wait is a second you're giving away. Do not wait, the time will never be just right. Start where you stand and work with whatever tools you may have. Napoleon Hill said that, and he was absolutely right. Too many people are waiting for perfect conditions, waiting until they feel motivated, until the stars align, until someone gives them permission. But here's the truth, there's no perfect moment and there's no better day than today. If you're waiting for a sign, this is it. You were not born to live a life of regret. You were not put on this earth to coast through mediocrity. Deep inside you, there's a fire burning. It's been there all along, waiting to be unleashed. But it will never roar unless you feed it. It will never blaze unless you take the first step. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates results. Start today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Think about the dreams you've had. Think about the goals you've set. How many of them are still sitting on the shelf, collecting dust because you told yourself you'd start soon? Soon is the word dreamers use to justify inaction. Champions don't say soon. Champions say now. They understand that today is the only day that matters. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow is not promised. Every successful person you admire began by doing one thing, starting. They didn't know everything. They weren't experts. They didn't wait until they felt ready. They simply made the decision to begin. And from that one decision, everything changed. You are one decision away from a new life, but that decision only matters if it's made today. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. That's the difference between those who achieve and those who wish. The ones who achieve are too busy taking steps, too busy showing up every day, too busy putting in the work. They don't sit around making excuses. They don't say, I'll try tomorrow. They know that dreams demand hustle. They know that every hour they invest now will pay off tenfold in the future. Time is not your friend if you misuse it. It doesn't wait. It doesn't stop. Every minute that slips by is one you'll never get back. You don't want to look back a year from now, 5 years from now, and realize you're in the exact same place because you kept postponing your greatness. Your future self is begging you to act today. Listen to that voice. Listen to the calling inside that says you're meant for more. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky's words ring true in every area of life. You can dream, plan, and prepare all you want, but if you don't take the shot, if you don't start, you'll never score. You'll never win. You'll never know what could have been. Regret doesn't come from failure, it comes from never trying. Don't let fear of failure paralyze you. Let the fear of inaction drive you. Because failing is part of the journey, but never starting, that's a tragedy. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to know every step. All you need is the courage to take the first one. The road will unfold as you walk it. Clarity comes through action, not thought. Stop waiting for a blueprint and start building your own path. The first draft of anything is never perfect, but it's the only way to get to greatness. There's a reason the phrase one day is the graveyard of dreams. One day I'll start that business. One day I'll get in shape. One day I'll write that book. That one day never comes for most people because they keep pushing it further into the future. Turn one day into day one. Flip the script. This is the moment you look back on and say, that's when everything changed. But it only happens if you start. Action is the foundational key to all success. Pablo Picasso understood this well. Ideas are worthless without action. Talent is meaningless without work. Passion is wasted without discipline. You can be the smartest, most talented person in the world, but if you don't act, none of it matters. The difference between winners and everyone else isn't intelligence, it's initiative. They start when others hesitate. They move when others freeze. They leap while others linger. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a powerful reason. A reason so strong it drowns out your doubts. A reason that gets you out of bed when you don't feel like it. A reason that pushes you to keep going when it gets hard. Because it will get hard. That's not a possibility, it's a guarantee. But hard doesn't mean impossible. Difficult doesn't mean you're not capable. It means you're doing something that matters. Growth lives in discomfort. And growth begins the moment you decide to start. Don't count the days. Make the days count. Muhammad Ali lived by those words. Stop waiting for life to give you what you want and start demanding it through your actions. Every day you wait is a day wasted. Every day you take action is a day closer to your destiny. The world doesn't reward intention. It rewards execution. The scoreboard only counts the points you put up, not the ones you thought about. If you want to change your life, you must change your habits. Change begins with consistency, and consistency begins with commitment. Not next week, not next month. Today. Commit to the grind. Commit to the process. Commit to the version of yourself you know you can become. That version is inside you, but it won't show up until you start showing up. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Fear will always try to talk you out of starting. It will whisper lies. You're not ready. You'll fail. You're not good enough. Silence those voices with action. Fear cannot survive in the presence of forward motion. The more steps you take, the quieter fear becomes. The only way to defeat fear is to do the very thing it tells you not to do. You will not always feel motivated. You will not always feel inspired. That's why you need discipline. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline is reliable. When you train yourself to act regardless of how you feel, you become unstoppable. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't want to. And that starts today. Build the habit of starting. Build the habit of showing up. That's how champions are made. No matter how slow you go, you are still lapping everybody on the couch. Progress is progress. Don't get caught up in how far you have to go. Focus on the fact that you've started. Focus on building momentum. One step becomes two. Two becomes 10. Before you know it, you've created a new reality. But none of that can happen unless you begin. Stop making excuses. Stop blaming your circumstances. You have more control than you think. You may not control the world around you, but you control your choices. And every choice either moves you closer to your goal or further away. Choose action. Choose courage. Choose today. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are right on time to begin. The people you admire didn't start perfect. They started hungry. They started determined. They started despite fear, despite obstacles, despite uncertainty. You are just as capable. The only difference is they started. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. You don't have to make massive leaps every day. You just have to keep moving. Small steps compound. The key is to never stop. To keep your eyes on the prize and your feet in motion. To stay consistent even when progress feels invisible. Because all greatness begins in obscurity. You can't skip the beginning. You can't fast forward to success. You must earn it step by step, day by day. That journey begins with one decision. To start. Not later. Not tomorrow. Now. Let this be the moment. Let this be the spark. Let this be the time you decided that enough was enough. That waiting was no longer acceptable. That your dreams deserved action. That your goals deserved effort. That your future deserved a chance. It's time to write a new story. One where you are the hero, not the victim. One where you take control, not make excuses. One where you begin, persist, and win. You've waited long enough. You've planned long enough. You've dreamed long enough. Now it's time to do. Start today. Not tomorrow. Because tomorrow is a myth. Today is real. Today is yours.